Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Trigger Kiss. We are still trying to follow along Yamato's route, but we've been waylaid for quite a while trying to recruit Mikado here. But today is the decisive battle between Mikado and Banri to see if we can close this deal and get him into the club. So without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Of course, Banri hadn't had enough time to learn any proper martial arts. Azuma, instead, elected to teach him this decisive fighting style. It isn't enough to be called martial arts, but it serves immediate use in actual battles. Oh, what's that move? It looks fun. Could you teach me? Take this! So close! Whoa there! Most people wouldn't shoot while someone's talking, don't you think? That was beyond even my expectations. Well, it's not really smart to just stand around talking during a battle, so actually that was a smart thing for him to do. It's only in movies and games when they do that. The second rule of fighting, aim for your opponent's weak spots. Chanting Azuma's teachings, Banri begins to close the space between him and Mikado once more. To be honest, Banri's fighting style is all kinds of messy. There's no shape or form to it. But it should be good enough for catching the chink in Mikado's armor. If I can't hit him from a distance, then at point-blank range. You think that'll help with the accuracy? I wonder if it will. I won't know until I try. You're just about as rash as I thought you'd be. But just by force alone. Even from where I stand, just as Banri's blow is about to connect. At that time that nobody outside of superhumans who can strengthen themselves would have the ability to dodge, that second where the arrow meets the bullseye. I thought so, but... Huh. This doesn't reach me either. Damn it! I thought that one hit it for sure! You accelerated yourself just now. How in the world? You learned it in school, didn't you? Our muscles are driven by electricity. So when I use my powers to send a wave to my muscles, I can move several times faster than the average person. Whoa! He's fast! That's how it is. Here's payback for earlier. Put simply, all Mikado did was place his hand on Banri's shoulder. Despite that, electricity zaps Banri's entire body, causing him to collapse. This is what Mikado's powers are made of? Probably not all of it either. I'm sure he's got a few more tricks up his sleeves. What do you think? These powers are quite useful, aren't they? Banri can't even muster a word in reply to Mikado. He simply stumbles to his feet, not even bothering to raise his head. Are you alright, Banri? Perhaps I went too far. Don't even have the energy to answer, huh? Want to stop? I won't mind in the least. Banri? Is he out for the count? Just as I think that. Oh, he looks like he's totally lost it. Wow. This is the extent of what powers can do, huh? Huh? The tips of my fingers are still numb. I've never felt this before in my life. Well, I think he's got an adrenaline rush now. Vita, you still want to do this? Of course I do. I'm not done for yet. It would be such a waste to quit while I'm having fun. Oh, rapid fire. What's this? Since when were you able to shoot one beam after another? I've been practicing for this match with you. For me, huh? After that, Mikado and Banri continue to exchange and defend against attacks. It looks as if what Banri said spurred Mikado into getting serious. Mikado now moves with more precision, toying with Banri. You're a stubborn one, too. It's a good trait of mine, after all. Good grief. If I knew things would end up like they are now, I wouldn't have acted like your coach. You saying that makes all the effort worth it. I see. You've got a sharp tongue, too. That's not it. I'm being honest. That wasn't sarcasm. That doesn't make it sound any better. It's 11:55. 5 minutes left. Time's almost up. Hang in there, Banri. My apologies, but I think I'll finally put an end to this match. You see, I have to work until late tomorrow. I'd like to limit my all-nighters. I understand. You have a match to attend tomorrow after all. Were you listening? I have to work. I have to disagree. You have a match tomorrow. Whee! Oh, that looks painful. A glint of blue shimmers large and brightly in the pitch-black dark of midnight. That flash of lightning fired strikes and shoots through Banri in seconds. Banri, are you okay? There's no way he could handle that damage to his body. Banri's knees buckle, and he falls to the earth once more. He seems to be trying to get back up right away, but his body won't let him. It looks like my schedule won't be changing, huh? Don't count your chicks before they're hatched. Wait, please. I can still fight. No, you can't. Plus, it's against the rules to attack someone who can't stand up on their own. I only have to stand up then? Oh, Banri. I suppose this is just like when you tried to recruit me. It looks like my persistence loses to yours. But, sorry, this time I can't compromise with you. I'll have you give up for good, right here and now. Getting serious now. The largest summoning light I've seen from Mikado up to this point rises from him. In the same moment, static begins flickering in the space around him. There's no mistaking it, a powerful attack is coming. It's been a few years since I've been able to fight this way, but it's been fairly fun. Thank you. What? Mikado freezes for a second. As if a switch was flipped, the electricity he'd stored in his hands had disappeared. What's this? Why? It's because of the linear motor-driven train passing by. Normally, there would be a shield against the electromagnetic waves the motor is releasing. But details like that haven't been smoothed out at this construction site. Ah, so that's why they chose it. Not just because they wouldn't bother anybody. It isn't hard to imagine an electricity-using superhuman like Mikado being affected when subjected to such strong waves. And thus, the moment we waited for has come. Now, Banri! On it, Sendo! Banri sticks out his palm after I shout to him. And... take this! Ugh. The match ends in a second. Mikado is facing Banri as his power strikes him. And like that, he's sent flying in a perfect arc. The winner has been crowned. Well, what time is it? Did they really do that in 5 minutes? You did it! You did it, Banri! I did! I did it! I really did it, Sendo! In the moment the match ends in victory, I'm jumping for joy with Banri. Ow. I guess it's my loss. Mikado. Well, a promise is a promise. I'll join your superpower club. Then... But, even with me on your team, I don't think I'll be much use. Banri, I think you should come to the match tomorrow too. Huh? What do you mean? I'm not good enough to... Haven't you learned from our little fight? My level of power is struggling to keep up with you, a rookie. If you just learn the right way to use your powers, I don't think I'll be needed. Are you crazy? You could probably beat Azuma and, well, definitely me. Just on strategy alone. And can you imagine what he can do with this powered-up kiss from me? I'm afraid you're wrong. What? My win was thanks to the other members of the club and mulling over many different strategies. If a rookie like me can beat someone as high level as you with the method I battle with, weak, strong, it's got nothing to do with superpowers. He's right. And don't you already know many of those methods, Mikado? If that's the case, you'll be vital to our team. I'd like you to teach me a whole bunch, Koga. After all, you're the reason I was able to reach this point. Your coaching helped me fight the way I did. Banri. Mikado. I'm a different case, but I had a time when I ran from my powers too. I never wanted to use them again. But, you see, a lot happened, and I thought something after using them for the first time in a while. I thought, these powers are a part of me no matter what. that using them is actually fun. That's why you should give them a second chance. Using your powers could end up being 1,000,000 times better than work, you know? That's why. Koga, please come with me. Please!
It's like Bonri said, Mikado.
You lost fair and square. We'll have you follow through with your promise and join us. Guys? Here to welcome him to the club? You upperclassmen, are you both in the Superpower Club? I'm Yamato, the vice president. We were waiting on the sidelines just in case. Since you didn't say help wasn't allowed in the rules you laid out. Oh, I thought we'd step in if Bonri wasn't able to continue on his own. I get it. Oh, of course Yamato's always got some kind of underhanded plan. Well, at least he finally showed up again. And did a little Yamato thing. And unfortunately, that's the end of the translation for the week. But yay, Mikado's finally a member, and now we can actually get on to real stuff. Guess we'll be having that match soon. Ooh, maybe we'll get to kiss Yamato during the next match. Well, we'll see what happens when we come to it. Hope to see you in that next video or some of my other ones, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.